Hello and welcome to another episode of the Farr Show where I'm Damon Farr, and tonight we're talking about Loki Season 2 and the Marvels. So, I kind of wanted to combine these together because Loki Season 2 just ended last week and the Marvels just came out last week, so I felt, why not talk about them both in one? So, Loki Season 2, before we get to it though, it is No Pants November, and I'll be honest, I filmed some of these a bit out of order, so there's a part of me that doesn't remember. There's one of them that I did not take off my pants for, and we're going to rectify that later on, which is going to be me taking my pants off in the first week of December. So, stay tuned. So, Loki Season 2, I'd give an FAR. There's different directors for this one. All episodes were written by Eric Martin, though. The cast is just as good, if not better. You get Tom Hiddleston as Loki, Sophie Di Martiro as Sylvie, Wim Mawasaki as Hunter B-15, Eugene Cordell as Casey, Ralph Kelsey as Hunter X-5-Brad Wolf, Kiwei Han, or Ki Han Quay as Ouroboros, or OB. You get Owen Wilson as Morbius, Morbius, which is hilarious that his first and last name are the same. You get Gua Malthora, I think it's pronounced, as Ramona Renslayer, and Jonathan Majors as Victor Timely and He Who Remains. I don't want to spoil too much of this, but really, the best way to describe the plot of this movie is the characters have to fix the loom. That's the whole plot. The loom is overloading because of all these timelines that are happening, so they gotta fix the loom. That's pretty much the gist. I'd say this season is an FAR. I would say it's a little step down from the first season. But I could see people saying that this is better in some cases. It's personal preference, so I personally think this is just a hair not as good. But let's talk about the Marvels, where this one is a good one to talk about here because I wanted to love this movie for some reason. I went in thinking it was going to be terrible, but I wanted to love it. I give it an FA. It's directed by Nia DaCosta, written by Nia DaCosta, Megan McDowell, and Elsa Krasinski, I think it's pronounced. The cast, you get Brie Larson as Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, Tanya Paris as Monica Rambeau - Photon. You got Amelia Belnina, I think it's pronounced. I'm terrible at names. We already know this. As Kamala Khan - Miss Marvel, who steals the show, I'd like to point out. Zawe Ashton as Darban, pretty much a knockoff version of, as I heard from somebody, a knockoff version of Ronan, and kind of right. Then you get Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury. Cast is pretty good, but honestly, I feel like the writing for all these characters isn't great, if I'm being honest. The only one who shines through is Iman? I don't know. Terrible once again. So, really, she shines through this whole movie. Like, she is the best part of the movie. And I watched Miss Marvel. I thought she was good in it, but I think she really stole the show in this movie. I get that it's called The Marvels, and she's one of the main three, but she really stole the show. So let's start talking about the plot, where the three main characters, their powers start to switch. So, the villain wants to screw over Carol Danvers because Carol is technically the reason that the actual planet that the main villain lived on here is falling apart because she destroyed the AI in the first movie. That's the best way to describe it. And she goes planet to planet to destroy things that Carol finds and considers home. So, the first world is like the Skrull world. Second world is the world where she's technically married to a prince and is a princess. And then Earth is the last world, which is just kind of weird. Honestly, this movie is pretty forgettable, I'm gonna be honest. There's a one world where they sing, and it's really weird. I don't know why. They sing to talk, but they don't understand English, so there's kind of some, like, weird there. Like, they're singing in English, but they don't understand English, so I don't understand that part personally, but that's just me. Now, the best scene of the movie is Haley Steinfeld shows up for the final scene of the film, air quotes there, where pretty much Kamala Khan recruits her to be like the Young Avengers, so I guess she's like the Nick Fury of the Young Avengers. I don't know. I think Haley Steinfeld's the best actress in this movie, even though she doesn't do much, which is kind of weird, and I feel bad saying that. And then there's an after credit scene where they have Hank McCoy shows up because, spoiler alert, Monica Rambeau ends up in a different universe, and the idea is that, well, she's in a different universe. Now what? She's in a different universe. That's the best way to describe it. I mean, come on. So she's in a different universe, and it's implied that it's the X-Men universe, but it could be a different X-Men universe than we're used to with the Fox X-Men. Who knows? So, what did you think of The Marvels and Loki Season 2? Tell me in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon, and have a far off night.